This week's episode is brought to you by The Simple Pour, featuring our signature drink, Horsepower. For all of your beverage concierge needs, head on over to The Simple Pour. Simple name, extraordinary taste. Enjoy the show.
You are now listening to the Pour Horsemen podcast.
But pouring up is a lifestyle.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Pour Horsemen.
Also subscribe to Apple and our Spotify podcast,
The Pour Horsemen.
Let's get it.
Crack in the kitchen, Lil Raw's on the mission. Break the bars out, screens in my expedition. Screens in my neck, yo, my trunk crack. Break the bars off, it's like this and like that.
episode 97. The best NBA Live ever.
I thought y'all said 95 last time.
Said 95.
Y'all said Live 95 last time.
I got it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Why is
Live
97 the
97
best?
was the one with Mitch Richmond, I believe.
Mitch Richmond had mad game.
What happened
Whatever.
to Mitch?
He went to Hall of Fame.
He
But,
won
but
a
what I'm saying
championship.
is, like, why did he win more?
His knees went out.
Yeah, his
some
knees.
shit.
And he got heavy. He was
He
so
got a
top
championship
heavy.
with the
fat.
Lakers
He
too.
did get
He won a
fat.
championship with the Lakers. Though.
Yeah, but he was like a bench player.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah, it was like Gary Payton got that ring with the Heat. That really ain't
But
no
Peyton
real
was,
ring.
no,
Peyton
was
started.
playing.
Peyton
Bro.
started.
No, he did. Jason Williams started. White Chocolate started.
Nah, GP
No,
started.
no.
No,
Jason
White
Jason
Chocolate
Williams did
started.
start.
Yeah.
He was a sixth man.
Yeah, White Chocolate
GP
started on
was
that
the
team.
sixth man?
Yes.
It was a sixth
Damn, I
man.
thought that
Because
nigga
Wade
started.
started at the two.
Yeah, it was White Chocolate, Wade, Shaq. Who was
James
the?
Posey
Oh yeah, it was. That's when Posey
and
was
Udonis
crazy.
Haslam.
Yep. So yeah, GP came off the bench.
Yeah, he was sixth man. But he was still hooping, though. He wasn't just like...
He wasn't like washed.
He was
He wasn't watched like
beyond
Mitch was.
himself. But Mitch didn't even play.
Yeah,
I don't
Mitch
even remember
barely
Mitch
played.
Richmond playing for the Lakers.
Yeah, he won one.
But yeah, he won one. But yeah, Live 97, I remember that on Super Nintendo, that hoe went hard.
So before we get started, I want to get into Phil's outfit. and I had to save it for the pod.
Nigga saved it.
Hold on, yeah, because
He didn't say none of this shit,
dog.
bro.
'Cause
None of this.
my man came
And the canary yellow.
in the full Cafe Soul Canary Yellow.
This nigga said Cafe Soul.
Bro, what is going on right here?
call that booty
You
tag.
got thighs out. What is going on with you right now, bro?
You know, in high school they used to call me Lemonade because my game was sweet. So
All right,
my game was too sweet for niggas, man. Hey, no, listen, man.
He thought about that on the fly. I respect that. He thought about that on the fly.
all right.
Broke that
Listen,
to a
listen.
sweat, man. That shit crazy. Oh my
Can you
god.
explain your pairing here though? Like I just want to know. You got out you put on the thigh highs, the lemonade tea, and the off. Can you explain it? Explain the pairing.
Hey, yo, listen, man.
I mean, come on, bro.
When I woke up, I had flashbacks of niggas saying lemonade in the hallway, man. I just,
Oh, man, you got
I
niggas
just-
calling you sweet.
Cause my game was sweet, bro. But nah, man, I just had it, man. I just threw it on, bro. Yellow,
My
yellow
bad.
my
My bad to
favorite color.
derail us, man.
Nah,
My
it's
bad.
all
My
good.
bad.
It's
My
all
bad. My
good.
bad.
I mean,
It's
the
all
way
good.
It started compared to the previous weeks. Cause
Man,
Oh,
shit,
yo,
bro.
for sure, for
I
sure.
mean, it's still fucked up in the world. Black man was killed last night
Yeah,
in the
man.
Wendy's drive-through by the cops.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
I can't
That's
take
fucked
no
up.
more.
I mean,
can't
if
get a
you
4 for
if you
4
can't
in
even
peace.
get you can't even get a spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
Damn.
Can't get spicy nuggets for $1 without getting your head knocked off. That's
crazy.
fucked up.
That's
These cops out here crazy as hell.
For real.
Yeah, did y'all see in Seattle where they took over like half the city, made their own little barricade? These are the white protesters. They never let black people do this. Let's preface that.
Because I got a partner that lives in
These-
Seattle, and he went to OU actually, and he was like,
Yeah,
we're
these are white protesters. These ain't brothers.
Yeah.
So they took over. Not only they took over the precinct, the police precinct, they blocked off an area of the city and said, "You ain't coming here. This is our area." Remember on The Wire where they had what was it called Amsterdam, where they would let them sell drugs. That's what it looked like right there in Seattle.
Wow.
We couldn't get that off if we tried.
Oh,
Nigga, what?
What would you do if you could quarantine you get a section of the city? What would your section of the city be like?
Where it's like a BBVA, a Chase, a Bank of America.
Oh, you stealing money?
Right in the area, nigga. I'm gonna build a fort with dollar bill, whole Benjis, nigga. It's gonna be me and Benjamin and Keelan.
Yeah, it's
gonna be chilling.
Phil gonna have rainbow clothing all over his shit.
Hell no.
My man with the Rainbow Coalition, man, he shot out.
Yeah.
Pride
Got a
money.
Negro College Fund. I don't blame you.
Oh man, here we go. Yellow, just my favorite color. I got a hard.
Nah, but how was y'all weeks though, for real?
It's cool, man.
I mean, it started off cool, and then it had a little bump in the road, but I mean, it was pretty content for the most part.
That's what's up.
Better than most. I mean,
Here recently.
yeah, he recently.
Yeah, for sure.
We see you out the boot.
Well, no, it's only because I'm in my household. That
Oh,
bitch
you
going
still wearing it out?
on. Hell yeah. That whole, that's why I got my foot like this, because I set it up and it hurts.
Damn. Well, we did a dope interview with Mike from Chicago, my
We
boy
did.
Muffy.
We did.
yeah, it
We'll
was
tack
dope.
that on the end of this episode.
Yeah,
Phil,
for
I
sure.
appreciate you setting it up.
Yeah,
He
man.
called himself a community specialist. He didn't want me to call him an activist. He said, nah, I'm a specialist. And he gave a lot of jewels, bro.
I like that dude.
He gave a lot of jewels.
That dude smart.
First off, he's very intellectual, and he's fly. I see his kicks and stuff, but it's his own type of fly. I respect that, like how Brooke was. But like even when I met him, just a genuine dude. Like talk to you, he talks like to you instead of at you.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
No doubt.
you know, dudes like that, you gravitate to. So
Yeah,
for
for
him
sure.
to say he's a community specialist, that I can tell like he takes to that name, because all these activists are just kind of using that title for celebrity nowadays. You know, you got the Sean King, and you got the
White Panther. That's what I call him.
The blue vest.
Oh,
That nigga name.
DeRay.
Them niggas like,
White Panther be making things happen.
man. Fuck
Nah,
yeah.
White Panther though, bro.
Alright,
Talcum X. I mean, bro, he on Twitter, he do draw awareness to a lot of shit.
Bro, he steals.
What? But that's my problem with him. They
you
said
say
he
steals,
they
what
said
you
he
mean?
stole it over $2 million, bro.
He's first off, he
Oh, he
steals
steal money?
Money.
and then he steals like the Breonna Taylor that passed. He posted it. Yeah, we did it, y'all. We did it, and all this and blah blah. Like action. He got the little action thing, and he posted it like he was behind it. And the lady was like, "This dude did not have nothing to do with anything that had to do with this bill passing, like at all."
And the bill where you're talking about is the no-knock warrant bill. It's called Breonna's Law, passed in through the state, and basically the no-knock warrant law, which is good because I don't know if y'all know much about Fred Hampton,
Yeah.
Black Panthers. You know that's how they killed him.
Yeah.
You know, just run through your door, immediately start busting. Same thing happened to Breonna. That law should have been in place for years.
That's
that you couldn't just run in
stupid,
someone's
man.
house and start busting.
Think
So
about-
finally, they got that as a no-knock warrant law.
They got a law in her name, but yet her killers are still out.
They still out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, on administrative leave.
I watched
Niggas
the
get paid.
Breakfast Club interview with them interviewing her mother. I don't know if it was Breakfast Club, but it was Angela Yee and Angie Martinez. And man, the mother tried to get to the scene, and they told her that they had took Breonna's body to the hospital. So she went to the hospital and sat up there for 2 hours. Breonna's body was still in
In the house.
the house. Wow. Yeah, man, that lady. Man,
It's
she
because they
been
was trying
through
to
it.
clean up their mess.
That's crazy.
You know, it was over 8 bullets that hit her.
She said the coroner came, the investigator came out and said was the boyfriend and Breonna getting into it.
Yeah, they
Looking for
they tried to
every
say
way.
domestic. Yeah,
Man, that's that shit crazy.
but you know, at least something has happened with that. But they do need to figure out a way. You need to arrest the people who run into that house and
For
immediately
sure,
start
man.
busting.
Hell yeah.
Like you got to, because he was reassigned. So that officer will probably never even know who he is at this point. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Bro, that
So-
shit wild.
But let's do something positive. A
Yeah,
toast
for sure.
So we got Simple Pour on deck.
We got
Horsepower.
The horsepower, but we're going to toast to our guy
Velvet
from Velvet
Noir.
Noir.
Exactly.
My boy Rod. He
Yeah,
was on
man.
Essence, he was the first male on that segment. So, shouts out to my guy. Toast to him.
Toast
one
to him.
time.
Yes, sir. And y'all continue to support, because things like what Rod is doing with us, what Horsepower does with us, with some upcoming people that y'all will see as well, allows us to keep getting better. Keep getting bigger and better.
Speaking of, shout out my brother Rich Guard too. He was in Essence as well.
Oh, he was a part of that
He
also.
was
That's
in
what's
Essence
up.
as
Yeah.
well.
I did,
So
that's
big shout out to my bro, man. Much love. Keep
what's
working.
up.
That
Them
boy work
bowling shirts are
nonstop.
fire.
Oh, you like them?
And like soon as I saw that he posted it like it was the end thing that he was doing, I saw like other people start wearing the bowling shirts. I was like, this dude here.
I like them
knows
shorts that he made with the flowers on them.
Oh yeah, them fire too.
Have you seen those?
They
yeah,
fire.
I like those shorts.
They fire.
With flowers
Got
on
a
them.
shirt to go with
Shout
it,
out
too.
to Rich God as well,
Yeah,
man.
man.
But again, y'all continue to support. We appreciate y'all support with us. We see the numbers. I mean, we growing.
Yeah.
We see it. And we want to continue to give you all contact. We appreciate the support. And on our 100th episode, we're going to try to do something not only where we do a pod, but maybe through Zoom, etc. So,
I was trying to picture this nigga in them shorts.
I can't
Like,
wear them.
hey,
Yeah,
oh,
the flower joint.
You see his you see his thighs? You can imagine me in them shorts. I would be looking wild as hell. Like that ain't gonna work. So you ain't gonna see me in the shorts. But I will support those who wear them because they dope. I can't wear fashion. Look, when you get over 260, you can't wear fashion. Your clothes got to be sweats and cargo shorts and tees.
Shit.
You can't do fashion. Like that's just a fact. Unless you got a tailor, like that's making your
Like
custom
the Rock,
shit.
like the Rock.
Oh, shout out my boy. This is a friend of mine from Oklahoma City. His brand is called Flourish.
Okay.
And he sent me an ownership shirt, so I appreciate him doing that as well.
Shout out.
You know, I'm just supporting everybody black.
That's what's up.
Everybody black, I'm supporting at this point. So I appreciate y'all's support as well.
I'm doing it either if I can do it by spending bread that I can afford, because you know this Keelan, this nigga is a size 10 now. I got him some hooping shoes. Since he's been down here, he got 2 pair of shoes to wear casually, some 4s and some Air Max 90s. I got him some hooping shoes and some running shoes yesterday. And it's like, dog, this nigga just eats,
I mean, he growing, bro. Like that's
know.
what it
Tall,
is. I
man.
mean,
He
like
getting tall,
that's
man.
the age.
It's
Like
a
you know what I'm
lot.
saying?
It's a lot. But nah, like I said, I just I support if I can financially.
No doubt.
If not, you know, it is nothing to share. It's nothing to, you know, highlight, post. You can put it in the stories now. I do that shit for everybody because it's literally 3 seconds of your time to hit a share. Or if you want to go, I watch YouTube all the time. I barely watch Netflix and stuff unless like a movie I really want to watch. But I go and watch. I make sure I like and do all that shit, man. Support people,
Yeah, support as much as
especially black.
And if y'all can, I want to just give a quick shout out to other podcasts on the network. We just launched Oh Shit, You're Pregnant. They moving. They doing good. With,
My boys. What's
Bowling
up?
KB and Jay Jones. Laced Up just had they 6th episode with these. And I see why he wearing that nonsense today. That's a laced up type outfit. That ain't no Pour Horsemen outfit. That's a laced up outfit. But, you know, we got KC and Phil on that one.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we just continue to move. We continue to build. We launched the podcast about stylists. I don't know shit about stylists, but I learned something about it, like listening to it. So we launched that. Y'all just be on the lookout, man. We in the process in Houston trying to build something where we can not only do something for the city, but also be known outside of the city as well. So we appreciate all y'all support on all of that. So what topics we got today, man? Where we want to start?
It's been a hell of a week. Well, keep it on because, you know, this is kind of like entrepreneurial type stuff. So talk about your entrepreneur that you in love with.
So B Simone said that, and she's an Instagram person who does like little skits or whatever, crack jokes, whatever she do. I don't really know, but
Was that Instagram celeb?
She an influencer.
Influencer.
Yeah, you can say that.
She on Wildin' Out
Yeah, I
too.
don't know who she influenced.
Oh, she was one of the Wild 'N Out girls.
No, not a Wildin' Out girl. She's like on Wildin' Out. She's
she
one
on
of the
Wildin'
Oh,
people.
okay. She a comedian.
So she said that 9 to 5 guys are kind of like played, basically. She said she wouldn't date one, and that's her preference. But what I want to say is that any man that's out there working a 9 to 5, be proud of your 9 to 5. because it's a lot of, especially right now, it's a lot of people that don't even have work.
44 million.
Don't
I mean,
and if a black man is listening to her feeling bad about themselves, you shouldn't, because
but you know, B Simone is a part of Passport Twitter also. Y'all know Passport Twitter that say, well, you should have took your stimulus check and got you a passport. Like, you should have went and got you a LLC. Like, bro, that's fraud. Like, everybody ain't even built for entrepreneurship.
exactly
I got a
at all.
passport. That shit didn't cost nothing, really.
But she's saying you need to be using it to get stamps right now. During the pandemic, during Corona, you supposed to be out there right now.
9 to 5. Go ahead.
Man, as a black man who works a 9 to 5, honestly, I'm not just like sold on this one for sure, because it started off as an internship. This is not my cemented place. I understand that, but like you said, there's a lot of people out here without work,
right?
And this is just gonna be paying the bills until I stick. Which I want to teach kids. I love working with kids. I love kids. I hate adults. It's just my patience for adults is here. My patience for kids are up here. And it's not on no iffy, Epstein or Kelly shit.
We ain't on that.
It's just like I have a true passion to helping kids grow. And any way that I can, I'm gonna do it. So when I get certified for teaching, I will be a teacher. But will I be ashamed of that because of a socialite saying, hey, I'd rather have an entrepreneur who can understand my background, could be up 3 o'clock in the morning, doing bullshit. No, nigga, I don't give a damn about that shit. My girl, in a sense, is a entrepreneur because she's contract.
No doubt.
She does contract work. But, even with her schedule, like going to New York and back weekly before Corona, we had an understanding. Like we know what she does, she know what I do. We good.
But you an entrepreneur anyway, though. Like all of this right here,
It's entrepreneur
things with sneak,
Yeah.
like all like what happens is and this is gonna be me just talking to our community. What happens is we look at unrealistic ideals of what success is.
Exactly.
We sometimes we just make up shit that don't even make no sense. When people really just be hustling, we all hustling. You just do it in a different way.
Yeah.
I put it like this too. So you talk about like the successes, and it's also statuses. Like,
yes.
So for instance, like in our community, say a guy, man, you talk kicks all the time, so we may understand this more than the LP. But like the DJ Khaled 3s that came out, the red and the blues. If a nigga had those, oh, he top shit. But for another nigga who has probably an upstanding job and he pays the bills consistently, he doing what he does, he actually likes what he does, may not love it, but he likes it, and he has like the general release red ones that came out, and then they got the blue ones coming out. Yeah. If he got those, then he get looked down on.
See, I don't know that world. I don't know
That's the type of
we
that's the type of word.
like that. Yeah.
That's how it is. And it's
Yeah.
fucked up for us to be like that when the whites, they do it, but they do it in a different sense.
Yeah, like so we also do that with vehicles. Like I don't care about cars.
Me neither,
Like to
bro.
me, there's two things that I will never be, and this is LP talking. So if you want a little financial advice, never be car poor, because it's a depreciating asset as soon as it comes off the lot. The money that you spent for it, especially if you bought it brand new, you lost about 30% of it the day you left the lot.
Yeah.
You'll never get that back. So it don't make any sense for me. I'ma drive my bro, people see me in my truck, that it is a 2010 Nissan Titan. Someone ran the side of it, and I ain't fixing it. You know why? Because that truck been paid off for 6 years. It makes no sense for me to get a new truck. People sometimes ask, man, you need to go get your, why? And another other thing I'll never be, house poor. Like if I can't buy my house 3 times, I'm not living in it. Because what am I doing?
I like the way you
I
think.
mean, because to me, the way you level your money out is you don't spend it on things that you're trying to get a status. You spend it on things you're trying to build. So you put it in stuff where you may be able to invest to gain more dollars, gain more assets. There ain't nothing wrong with debt if you're doing it in a forum to make money. What we do in our community sometimes, we have debt to impress people.
Yep.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that.
For real.
I don't understand that. So B Simone out there selling wolf tickets, and I
Super
really
wolf.
don't know what she look like. Is she fine enough for this? Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
you would say so? Law, is she fine enough for this?
Super
Oh,
basic.
man.
Basic.
Super
like,
basic.
I've never been enticed by her at all. And it's like some of them, I'd be like, okay, she may got
I mean,
something.
if it was
But
Rihanna,
then they talk, and then I'd be like, nah, I'm good. But her, I was just like, I'm
nah, if
good
it's
on
Rihanna,
her.
I'm getting the LLC, bro. Nah, I'm not even
Look.
like, I'm not lying, bro. Like LLC,
Yeah.
you know, whatever you need from me, Rihanna, I'm doing it.
My LLC would love licking that coochie. Call me rude boy, Roy. You can get it. Hey, Rihanna bad as hell, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, she fine as shit.
Wait. say that.
You know,
Say that again.
You know, some of those letters be like, obsolete in the abbreviation.
And LLC means limited liability corporation. But what did you just say?
Yeah, love licking that coochie. Like, that coochie is part of the C. Disregard the T.
This dude crazy.
Nah,
Rihanna is fine as shit, bro. It's just like she's never been back. Like,
Nah,
I
Rihanna's
remember
fine.
when she came in the scene and with that on the replay on the
Yeah.
DJ, that man, I was like, who the hell is that? It came on BT. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, yo, she fine as hell.
It should have been on Uncut. Shit. That's how fine Rihanna is.
Yeah, she fine as shit.
So Rihanna, if you want me to get
And she
LLC,
woke.
I don't know if she woke.
She definitely woke.
I think Rihanna just care about her business.
No, she care about black people. You
I
ain't
hadn't
remember
seen that.
You didn't see that speech when she made?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let me take that back.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
Let me take that back.
I wish the camera get that kettlebell. I wish you could, because I'm about to smack you with it.
Nah, that wouldn't happen. So let's get into super woke now.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that Dave Chappelle
Oh man.
was that woke.
He
Now,
been.
I know he always spoke on issues, but bro, that wasn't even no comedy special.
No.
That was a lecture. That was a lecture
That shit
on
was-
white supremacy.
That shit was beautiful.
Man, that shit.
First impressions, what you think?
His first off,
And it's 8:46 for those who haven't seen it.
It's on
He dropped it
YouTube.
on YouTube. And the reason why he dropped it on YouTube is because they took all the jokes out. I think he's working through material. And I'll kind of explain my thoughts here in a second, but go ahead.
This episode is brought to you by Velvet Noir Beard Care. Our listeners get 15% off with the promo code GUILD, that's GUILD, on all products across the website. Go to velvetnoirbc.com to retrieve your discount. That's VELVETNOIRBC.com. Now back to the show.
the time parallels of that damn special was amazing. The way he put everything together and went along a timeline and coerced it with his own family.
Yeah.
Dog, I was like, yo, this nigga is an actual genius. And then the whole what's the guy named the cop, the black cop? Corner, something like that.
Oh, no, Chris Dorner.
Chris Dorner, the way he put that in there too, where it really actually in
Gave
real
you
life
perspective too?
it gave people
Yeah.
perspective, but it actually meshed. Because I remember when that whole thing went down and people was calling him an animal. And
Well, they never gave you the backstory back
they
then.
never gave you the backstory.
They never gave you the backstory.
And then he comes out and I'm like, yo, because I never just cared because he was killing cops. I was like, hey, that's his business. But, you know, he put it together to where it's like, yo, he called in something. The police shunned him. He ended up getting loot. Yeah, that shit pushed him to the edge. And then when he said that these military people, military backgrounds, have that notion in their head to go against acts of terror and, you know, put it together with going on around here, I was like, yo, dog, this dude here, that nigga went to a deeper level. That shit was great.
Phil, what you think?
One word, that man is brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, KC pretty much summed it up. But
Counting words.
You count your words.
That simple four is it though.
Go ahead.
yeah, man, it was just It was brilliant. Like Casey said, everything Casey said was correct, man. That the power which with he spoke, especially when he kept saying 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and how the numbers, like 8/24 is his birthday, and he won a Grammy on the day that Kobe passed, and man, that timeline,
Born at 8:46 a.m.
Man, that was crazy.
So here's and I know y'all probably follow some comedy, but I think he's really just working out a special right now.
Probably so.
You know, he had his notes. If you saw some of the editing, you could tell where they kind of cut some things.
Mm-hmm.
I think he actually had real jokes in there. I know he had jokes about your girl Azealia Banks.
Oh yeah, I seen
They
that.
cut those.
And honestly, I don't think he just said it didn't happen.
No, I think he got jokes. Like, I think he has jokes about it. I think he got jokes about Candace Owens in there. But
I hate.
But what they did,
oh my
and this
God,
this is what's brilliant about Dave Chappelle and YouTube, because you know Dave Chappelle got that 5-year Netflix deal, but I bet only jokes can go on Netflix.
Ah, yes.
So they said, all right, you want to get something out, you want to speak on social injustice right now, you can release it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Bro, that thing has like over 10 million views right now.
Shit crazy.
And it's probably going to get 100 million views.
Yeah.
It just dropped the midnight day before. So I think what they doing, he working out his kinks. Because, you know, Dave Chappelle is known from everything I've read to just show up in a raggedy comedy club with a notebook going through his jokes. Like, trying to figure them out, deciding, okay, that one works.
Yep.
That one doesn't work. I need to put a little more on this one. I think he was so emotional about what's been happening that he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go work on it in a bigger audience, and we're going to record it and put it on YouTube.
I seen them checking for temperature and shit before they came in there.
That's why I wouldn't want to go to no place like that right now. I couldn't see myself getting my temperature checked just to go laugh.
I do that shit every day for work.
But you getting paid.
Yeah.
You ain't paying someone to do it.
That's a little bit.
So in that, what's tripping me out is, if you notice, your comedians are being more political savvy than your politicians. Because did y'all see them wearing that kente cloth and sitting on the on their knees for 8 minutes and 40 seconds? And Nancy Pelosi couldn't even get up because them knees is brittle, bro. Like, she had to get help getting up.
She married?
I don't know if she is or not.
I feel bad for her husband if she give head. She definitely give head lying down. Like, she can't get up.
In prone position.
She couldn't get up.
In prone.
He probably got to get on top. That's the worst way to get head.
Man, this y'all Amazon guy out here, he been lost for the last 10 minutes.
I feel bad for him too, because this is a lunatic around here, literally.
And it's hot. So here's my thing. Should the politicians just went full Black Panther outfits instead of just kente cloth? Like, I think if they would have came as Shuri and Black Panther and the whole like group, it would have been better.
Fuck them white people, man.
Yeah, why they gotta be so corny, bro? I mean,
Is it corny or are they just
I
trying?
feel like it's a fucking parody at this point. Yeah. No, it's like, remember Not Another Teen movie?
Yes.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what this feels like.
Yeah, for sure.
Did y'all log into Netflix and see they got Black Lives Matter section now?
Yeah, I seen that.
No, I watched The Five Bloods.
Is it any good?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
it is.
Fucking, hey, honest to God.
Spike Lee sometimes be wild.
And I understand
Yeah.
that too. But honest to God, like dead ass serious, I will be upset if Academy, like the acting awards come out next year, and if Delroy Lindo isn't nominated for nothing, that's just a fucking sham. I was already pissed that Adam Sandler didn't get his due right, at least for a nomination for Uncut Gems. But like people think that movie trash, but you just got to think about where Adam Sandler has come from.
I
Billy Madison.
thought it was trash.
I mean, it could be trash. Like the movie, if the movie altogether, yeah, it's iffy.
It was the worst
But
Adam Sandler movie to me.
I'm talking about from what he did as an actor. Though.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
I see
my
what you're saying.
thing.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I'm proud
I
of
see
him
what you're
as
saying.
an actor.
He did more than what he would normally do in like Happy Gilmore
You
and all
Happy
that.
Gilmore,
Yeah.
Waterboy. You know what I'm saying? What he did as an actor for that movie, that should have just. I ain't say he should have won an Oscar or nothing like that. I say he should have been nominated.
Well, Kevin Garnett should have been nominated for the trash because he was a terrible.
He was terrible.
terrible.
But
For real.
Delroy Lindo in this movie, dog.
Any good?
Dog, if he's not nominated for
I gotta
nothing,
check it
bro,
out.
That shit is a fucking travesty. That dude acted his fucking
Now,
ass
what's
off
the
in this
movie about? Just
So-
without giving it away.
So, the premise of the movie is they was 5 black men that was in the Vietnam War, and they found some gold because I guess the U.S. Was paying the people that they helped, like that was helping them, in gold. They only wanted gold, and so they found some. They end up finding the gold and they buried it for them to come along to get it down the road. And so one of them died out there. That was Chadwick Boseman.
Okay.
And one of them died. And then the 4 came back as older men. And then, went out there to try to get it. Dog, I'm telling you, that movie, Spike Lee did his thing on it. It's long as shit.
Yeah, but all Spike Lee movies is long.
It hit so many notes. It hit like, the problem with Vietnam War with like why black people over there anyway fighting that war. The problems of them getting back, and they got to still deal with the racial and equalities that they dealt with. Then they had just being grown men.
Is it a true story?
It's not a true story.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
it's the actual movie. Dog, that shit was dope, dog.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna check
was
it
a
out.
real
Matter of fact, I'll
good-ass
probably watch
movie.
it today.
Yeah, I watched 365 the other day. I suggest you watch that with your woman. But it's
That's that movie that's that's that show that's like 50 Shades of Grey.
yeah.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's kind of erotic, so yeah.
right.
Might get you in the
Freaky
mood.
Phil always. Look,
Shit.
that's why he wear that
Might
yellow.
get you in the
Look,
mood.
I figured it out.
Shit. I
Look,
feel
hold on. I figured it out.
Nah,
He watched.
365 gets you in the mood.
Stop. My man watched 365 with his lady last night. He got in his freak bag. He decided he was gonna go full freak today with the yellow.
Do you feel me? This nigga wild boy.
Freak bag.
Wild dog.
He said, "I'm gonna show him today that
Yo.
I really freaky feel with this yellow."
Yo, that's a good movie. Check that joint out.
It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, okay. I
It's
thought
a
it was
movie.
a show.
Nah, it's a
I'm
movie.
gonna check it
It's
out.
dope. It's dope. Though.
All right,
That's the
so-
one when he grabbed on the back of the head. I've been seeing that scene on Twitter. All the girls talking nasty about it.
There you go.
Well,
I've been
freaky
liking
Phil
them.
been trying to put you on
Hey,
for a
man,
while
listen,
now. You know
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to put you in the right
Nah,
direction.
first off, I don't need nobody to teach
Yeah,
me how to
because
be
you
freaky.
ladies love the clit lick or whatever your LLC means.
licking love.
You're the worst.
Love and licking the coochie. You know what I'm
All right. So we had some local news that happened too.
Okay.
Someone blew up 5015.
Yes, sir.
Wait, you can't just start off. Damn, first off, as a movie, that would probably how it would probably start off. It blowing up.
I know, yeah,
and then it'd be like
backstory.
you wondering how we got here.
Yeah. Okay,
And it
so
all
let-
started when we said we not accepting nobody with side titties. Cause dog,
the dress code they tried to implement a dress code.
dog, this shit is crazy.
What was the dress code? No side boob, no
sir.
white tees, no Jordans, no boot cut jeans.
No hats after 9.
No tethered,
No
no tethered pants.
Yeah.
Meaning no sweats, no joggers.
Now, why did they try to put this in place?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
But one thing I do know is that 5015 is in the heart of Third Ward.
Harder third.
Off Alameda, they not having no type of gentrification off Alameda. They not having that. I just know the people there. Once
Now-
they put the rules up, I
And
knew.
what's crazy though is that the owner was a black man.
yeah,
A
but
full just a full
full
ownership.
black, yeah.
Full ownership black man. And it was like, yo, he trying to implement all these Midtown ass rules.
Yeah, Midtown,
For
exactly.
what? Like
Not
leave
in the trade.
Midtown. Dog, you don't know.
For people not from Houston,
For people that's not from Houston.
give them the rundown of like the scenes because there's probably like 4
honest
or 5.
to God, like if you go to Midtown, and I ain't been to Midtown in years, I don't give a fuck about going.
Well,
to
you
Midtown.
can't wear nothing in Midtown.
If you go to Midtown, like say during the day, you can get by wearing, like Jordans and stuff like that, whatever. If you go there once it's dark, if you wear any high top shoe, they gonna say no. If you wear
Too many rips
now,
in your
if you wear
jeans?
pants with rips in your jeans now, they're gonna say no. Of course, there's no hats. So in our group chats, you got to go through a rundown. Like, hey, y'all make sure y'all gonna fit the dress code. Because if you can't get in, then everybody not just gonna sacrifice that night. If it's just one person, now if it's two, we not going in. We already set that rule.
Yeah.
And everybody know that. And of course, we will always have one nigga that just, man, I thought I could get by. You can't think about getting by. I've been out in Midtown one time in a full fucking suit for a birthday. Dead ass serious, because I didn't want to be that guy, and I didn't give a damn. I mean, I just didn't care. I was like, man, fuck it. This is your day. It's not about me. Cool. But in Midtown, if you really try to just get by as a black man, you gonna get sent away at the door. So for them to just be trying to go by those rules, it's like a slap in our community's face.
It ain't happening over there.
And let's explain to people who not from Houston, the Alameda, those clubs over there, or bars, because they really ain't clubs.
Yeah.
They never was around that 50. The establishments in Midtown, they never had the same rules.
Never.
People was in there in anything.
Yep.
Anything. Literally, crackheads was in it.
So my question is, I saw on the news that they say the blow up was intentional.
For sure.
Because
I
why
don't
would
doubt
it blow up?
I don't doubt that at all.
I mean, it didn't just catch on fire.
Yeah.
It blew up. Like, just some random thoughts. What do y'all think?
I'm going to keep it all the way 100 because I grew up in that community. I be around that community. Somebody seen that dress code thing that's been floating around for the past week and was like, nah, bro.
They said, fuck
we
it.
not having that. Not here. Especially not. It's down the street from Turkey Leg Hut.
Yep, right around the corner.
Where it's no dress code. You know, you go in there. And Turkey Leg Hut, it's a vibe to Turkey Leg Hut. And then people usually go to 50-15 right after that. It's like another club scene. So, and it looked real nice out there too. Like it looked, they fixed it up and everything. But applying those rules at this time where we just got off lockdown and you know people were just happy to be outside.
Yeah, we should still be in lockdown.
But yeah, we gonna get into that towards the end.
For sure about that.
Houston and Corona. That's actually a good transition.
We could do it. Let's do it.
If you've seen any of the news reports, they said our threat level is level like F. Like we supposed to be never been allowed to be let out again, maybe until the fall. I don't know what's going on in Houston, man. Like, was it Memorial Day?
Nah, it was the protesting.
But it takes 2 weeks though, don't it?
I don't even think it was the protesting. I want to say once they opened up and people started moving, like the traffic changed, like people just been out in stores, just like right. I had to tell a guy like, "Yo, can you scoot back a little bit?" You like right on me
instead of that 6 feet.
Yeah, it was like you right on me, but it's just like, dog. People forgot all the rules. People ain't washing their hands for 20 seconds and shit. Now I saw a picture of a side-by-side lung, of a healthy lung and a COVID-19 lung,
Jesus.
And that shit looked like one of them brittle ass chicken nuggets that been left in the grease for so long.
Yeah.
You ever seen that? Y'all ain't never worked at McDonald's, you bougie niggas?
Nah, I worked at Grandy's for one day.
I haven't
You worked at Grandy's?
Yeah, one day. I'll tell a quick story.
This nigga old as hell.
Yeah, bro, I'm old.
Grandy's, nigga?
Yeah, Grandy's. So one day I showed up to Grandy's and the boss was like, all right, your orientation, we need you to clean out the deep freezer. And this is when they used to have them big deep freezers, and it was like gizzards and shit all on the ground. He was like, go in there and clean it up. I walked in there. I took off my shirt in the deep freezer, the little hat they give you in the apron, walked out shirtless, and they sent me a check for $7.13.
Damn.
I never worked fast food again a day in my life.
I worked
bro.
at Whataburger, and the dude, as an Indian dude, and he pissed me off, but he was like, Keenan, I need you to clean this and that. And I was like, man, fuck this job. And I took off the shirt. My boy Rome was there. I took off the shirt and threw it at him and walked out that whole shirt.
I got a job story too. I was doing, Lord knows why, I was trying construction, and this is real tough. We was outside. on the hottest
Can you
day.
imagine?
Look,
Hold on.
I
Can
had
you
the
imagine
boots.
Phil doing construction,
Listen, I had
bro?
the boots, the helmet, everything, right? Yo, listen. We was on outside. Hold on. Not only did I work there, me, Rich Guard worked with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
These
A
high fashion
Yeah.
niggas working.
We was all out there, right? Yo, they had this place called a Doghouse where you supposed to go and get a break. It had to be like 110 degrees outside. I'm in the doghouse, literally sweating bullets. 5 minutes in the doghouse, I'm like, man, y'all got me fucked up. I threw my helmet at the head, nigga.
Why do we do that as a black man? Like, why
Yo,
we-
I was heated. I'm in the doghouse sweating
Because of slavery,
bullets.
niggas, it's just in our genes to know. You get that level. You got that level to where you pissed off, but you making it. That's where I'm at with my job now. I'm just like I don't want to be here, but I'm making ends meet because I know the situation around me. Niggas ain't hiring at this time of day, and even if I start teaching, that shit ain't till the fall.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck in that little, middle ground. Then you got niggas that's like borderline fed up to where any little thing can set them off.
That's where I was.
That's what happened to you, Phil?
And
Yeah,
then
man.
there's niggas that's you got me
Outside.
fucked up. When
Yeah.
you get to that, you got me fucked up.
Oh, man, that's where I was at.
I was at that. You got me fucked up when I worked at Foot Locker in OKC.
I was at that. You got me fucked up in that Grandy's freezer,
Nigga.
Like I promise you.
That
And
doghouse did it for
Whataburger
me.
too.
Now, what is the doghouse? Was it a bar?
No, it's a shed where you can just go in there and
And
like
smoke a
eat your
cig?
lunch, smoke cigarettes. You could do whatever in that hole. So me,
I ain't eating no
Rich
sandwich.
God, my younger brother that's under me.
Damn.
We had a couple more friends. Like everybody worked there, and I'm like, y'all got me fucked up. It was literally I threw my helmet at the nigga. He was on the motherfucking tractor. I threw my helmet. Bitch, I'm getting like. I was out
No,
of there.
black
nigga.
men, we notorious for throwing something at
I
somebody.
ain't
I threw
eating
my-
We
no-
are. We
I ain't
really are.
eating no sandwich next to no nigga smoking no Marlboro, dog. Fuck that.
You gonna be chewing the cigarette smoke with
Nigga,
your
Man.
pastrami.
Nigga be chewing lung cancer. Nigga, fuck that,
Yeah,
dog.
man. It was, that
And it's
construction,
hot.
wow. Hot ain't the word, bro.
Now, did Jason Whitlock throw his writer's pen at the people at Fox Sports when he got fired?
I don't know, but I'm glad he gone.
Nah, come on now. I mean, you wish that man no job, or was he? Because he was doing harm to the black community, in my opinion.
Swear, bro. It's one thing to be opinionated, but
True.
the way he goes at us, like Kobe, LeBron, like he don't
Everybody,
like
bro.
nobody.
Everybody, yeah.
What the?
Everybody
like, bro,
black, bro.
that man crazy, bro.
Does Whitlock ever get on TV
Kaepernick?
again?
I hope not. I hope
I
not.
hope his
man.
fat ass sit where I hope somebody say he gonna be writing for a local newspaper and shit. Like,
Nah,
I hope
I
not.
don't even think he gonna get
That
that,
Kaepernick
job.
Fuck him.
skit, man, that shit was so, boy, that shit ran me so hot. He did a Kaepernick skit. Shit ran me so hot, bro.
Oh yeah, where the white dude was wearing the afro and doing this shit.
Man,
yeah,
that
you
shit
right.
ran me so hot, bro.
You're right. Yeah, the thing about Whitlock is though, and I'm gonna steal this. This came from Charlemagne, and I believe it. White people don't respect you when you're cooning either,
9
because
times
they
out
could
of 10.
see it.
Oh yeah,
And he was really starting to get really aggressive with his cooning.
especially with LeBron. He
With
had
all of
already
them.
did Kobe so wrong for so many years, talking about Kobe this, Kobe that, like bringing up all this man bad, like that nigga there, bro. He wild.
So Whitlock said he gonna start a network similar to what we doing, but also like Bill Simmons, Joe Rogan.
Fuck
he said
that
that's
nigga.
what he gonna be next for black sports.
I wouldn't
he
pay.
ain't never represented the black sports. What black sports has he represented?
Man,
I'm telling you what he
Out of
said,
there.
bro.
This nigga said Josh Goff was the future.
No, Jared
Goff. He
Oh.
said Jared Goff was the future.
Future what?
NFL quarterbacking.
Nigga had one good.
Hey man, fuck Whitlock. Ain't
Yo,
nobody
I
giving that
swear,
man
bro,
no
I do not like-
platform, no-
I
I'm
don't
just
like
telling you,
home.
he said that he gonna start a media company like Bill Simmons, like Joe Rogan. He gonna do it for black sports.
That's what niggas say when they can't find a job. Straight up, like that's what. And for some, it works out when it's genuine.
Yeah.
But when you fake and people can see it, like when people can see you for your inauthentic ways,
Yeah.
it's not genuine. And you know this nigga is only saying this shit because he has no options to fall back on. Nobody is offering. ESPN ain't fucking
They
with him.
definitely ain't.
FSN not
Definitely
fucking
not.
with him. There aren't any others. Those are only two really.
Yeah. CBS
Yeah.
Sports.
CBS definitely not fucking with him.
Y'all know
You
it.
see how Nate Burleson got a. I mean,
Right.
Nate Burleson is a great
On Good
commentator.
Morning Football. Yeah.
He's great, but I know for a fact because I just know he was a Lion. His personality, I know for a fact that this guy has to hold back his personality to fit that CBS because you know they fired Shannon Sharpe.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expeditiously.
Yeah,
Dog,
but that's because Shannon was smoking Black and Miles and shit on set. Like, you need to be fired.
Shannon,
you
my
can't
dog.
be a nigga on CBS,
Bro, you
And
can't-
he's not even a nigga. He just a cool nigga, and he's not even good at that.
Bro, Shannon Sharpe be coming on TV with a do-rag, a Black and Mild, and a
That's
bottle of
my
Hennessy.
That's what I'm
nigga,
saying.
man. That's my
But
nigga,
that
man.
guy, like you got, like for instance, like Uncle Tom's. He not even the Uncle Tom.
Yeah,
like
I
you
know.
had,
Yeah,
you
I
had
agree.
Bryant Gumbel. Bryant Gumbel was the king of Uncle Tom's.
He fit in everywhere.
He fits in everywhere because not only was he Uncle Tom though, but he was just really good at his
He's
job.
good at his job.
He's
Hell,
really good at
damn
his job.
good.
Like you can respect that he's good
Yeah,
at his
yeah.
job. Whitlock, you can't even respect his fucking his takes because they're fucking trash. And that other guy, what's the other guy name that went from ESPN to FSN? He got the nasty ass goatee. God
Oh,
damn.
he was with Broussard on his show at one point.
Yeah.
Rob Parker?
Rob Parker.
Rob Parker.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that guy.
Yeah,
He
he
called
full
Russell
of
Wilson
shit.
a cornball brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's
he
it.
called RG3 a cornball brother. He called RG3 and he
I
got
thought
fired. It was RG3.
Yeah, I knew,
and
but I
got
knew he
fired
called what of a cornball brother.
He got
yeah.
fired from
Knowing he a
ESPN.
cornball. Like, for real.
Dog, it's like niggas like that. They shouldn't have that platform. You want black people to succeed, but then you get niggas that actually get to the platforms to actually do something, and then they fall back with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck them niggas. Like Michael Smith, cool ass nigga. He should have any platform he wants.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I fuck with
can't
Michael
wait till he
Smith.
come back.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He been stuck. He been strong. He been almost. It feel like he been blackballed at this
For
point.
2 years, he been off.
For holding old girl down, huh?
Yeah, for
Exactly.
holding Jamel down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jamel, she to the moon now.
That's what's up.
Jamel on the Atlantic.
That's
she got her
love.
own podcast series, her own network, her own media company.
Spotify done dropped off that bag.
Yeah, so she
Shout out
she to the
Jamel,
moon.
man.
Shout
She
out
Wait
real,
till
Jamel.
Spotify
man.
drop off this bag so I can keep my AC on daily.
Yeah, without a doubt. Let's do that.
Man, I'm about to knock this. All right, hold on. All right. So we can't leave today without talking about the NBA.
Oh shit!
Because you got players now. You got some dissension amongst the ranks. Melo, which I don't really care about that nigga.
Yeah, man.
He came out talking about.
He just got back.
Yeah, he
in,
talking
man.
about I'm a little concerned, bro. You just in the league 2
Come on,
weeks.
bro.
Chill out.
Just- you gotta
Like,
relax.
show up.
You should want to
Yeah,
play
if-
all
if-
the
if
time.
any- yeah.
Any place, anywhere. Melo should want to play. You don't agree?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas gonna disrespect me in
I
my
mean, let's
house,
be honest.
Should
though.
Melo wanna play
Melo should
anywhere?
wanna play.
bruh.
Melo should want to play, bro.
You want to take care of yourself at the end of the day.
Nah.
At the end of the day, if you feel iffy about anything, you should not go.
Not Melo. He needs to go.
Nah, you can't say
If,
that.
I don't care if they was playing in Islamabad in front of bombs. Melo need to be out there hooping, bro. Like, Melo needs to chill out. So Kyrie, he over there talking now. He ain't even gonna play.
This nigga weird, bro.
He ain't even
Like
gonna
that
play.
nigga been weird, but
But he not the only one though. Did y'all see
No.
Lou Will?
They said up to 30 players.
Did y'all see Lou Will though?
Nah, I
He
ain't see.
he commented. He said, "Look, it's every time where sports people be like, man, let me just go get a beer and then just sit down and watch sports and be relaxed from things." The people that are opposing it, they feel like they are a distraction to what's really need to be taking place, which is the systemic racism.
Yeah.
And they feel like just going back to hoop is going to take away from there.
But what's the bigger platform? You being the only sport where after every game, before every game, you can do some type of protest and or comment in your press conferences.
Exactly.
Or you sitting on the sidelines, you might be doing some stuff with money or going to the protest, I think you have a bigger platform if you playing the game.
While the season is going, you have a huger platform where you can do more, you can say more, you can have your people, because your people ain't allowed to come with you.
They can't
you
even
can have,
come.
you can have your people out there working outside while you give your voice to the people. Your voice is more powerful than anything right now.
The reason that they're trying to get back on though is for viewership.
Well, they got to make their
course,
money.
it's
Remember,
business.
the players potentially could lose.
Let me go.
60% of their money though.
So if you have all these people viewing, then who's gonna be back out there protesting like what they've been doing?
Now, I don't think that would change.
Hell no.
Yeah,
How?
I think
niggas gonna take a block. Niggas gonna treat this shit like a job.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example, okay? If you have a game that night that one of your favorite teams is playing, what you gonna do?
Who?
You.
Well, first off, I ain't out there protesting.
Well, no, I'm saying if you had a game where you in men's leagues and stuff, and one of your Carmelo was playing that night, are you gonna go to your game, or are you gonna watch? Or are you gonna go to your game, or are you gonna watch that game?
When I was playing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go who?
Exactly. So if it's more important for them people to go, that's why we got motherfucking DVR.
But at the same time, you can't. That's a give and give though, because everybody don't think.
everybody
the same.
ain't built that way. But
Everybody
I
don't
know
built
what
the
Phil's
same.
saying
I
though.
see
Like,
what you're
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
though. But it's like
If it's important to you, you gonna do
gonna
it.
do what's important to
everybody's
you.
not gonna be doing that, and then once they start easing up on the streets and shit, it's gonna take that foot off the. It's like right now, and that's why I feel like Kyrie said it's fishy, because it feels like in this day and time right now, it really does seem like, and just ironic that rest in peace George Floyd, but it seems like the irony is that we, as a collective community, I mean, talking about people that pissed off with the police, got a foot on their neck.
yeah, I mean, it's our moment for real.
And then if we go just to watch basketball or any sports, it's slowly loosening it. It's slowly loosening.
It's our moment so much that this is gonna be the first time there's ever a black male bachelor. Like, bro, people been watching that show for 18 years. There's been 25 bachelors, and they're a black one. But that's crazy though.
That nigga ain't no nigga.
But it's still crazy that his Hugh gonna look black on TV.
That nigga
He
ain't
may
no
not
nigga.
be. He may not talk like us, think like us.
Oh my gosh, Cassidy! I couldn't believe that you fell in love with me after 3 days.
Bro.
That's exactly how you gonna talk.
Is it gonna be Cassidy like Diddy Cassidy, or Cassidy like
blonde head?
Diddy Cassidy was
blonde
sexy.
head. All them girls.
There better be some black women on there.
It's probably gonna be one black girl.
Nah, there needs to be. If they do it right, it needs to be 70% black women.
Bet it won't. Let's make this bet right now.
They gotta have at least
Let's
70%,
make this bet
bro.
right now.
Let's bet 50 push-ups.
Bet.
Hey, while y'all betting, I just wanted to say something real quick.
I ain't gonna be watching this.
Me
show.
either. But we'll know the demographics though.
My girl dressed up for the first time yesterday.
This freaky nigga.
Yeah, man. I'm a lucky man. That's all I was saying. What's up, baby? I ain't seen her dressed up in about 2.5, 3 months, man. It was a beautiful thing. I got excited, man. I'm tired of looking at them baggy clothes.
This dude came in telling us to watch 365. He came in wearing a full rainbow fit, Starburst. And now you gonna tell us
Hey, she dressed up, man. I ain't seen it that way.
that's that horsepower, bro. Like, we need to
Have
get
y'all
him
seen
up
y'all
there.
girls dressed up, your ladies dressed up in a long time?
When I cooked for her.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did your thing with that one too.
No, I
With
definitely
the
did
million.
my thing that night.
All right, on the back of this episode, y'all, there's gonna be an interview that Phil and I did with Muffy. Phil, call him Mike, out
my
of
dog.
Chicago, a community specialist. He gave us a lot of game as it relates to what's happening now with the criminal justice system.
Yeah.
We made some connections to Houston and with some connections to what's happening in Chicago. So I encourage you all. Of course, you won't even hear the outro music. We're gonna roll right into the interview with Mike. So we encourage you to listen to that as well. Pick up some free game. Also, listen to us talk about Free Frank, because a lot of people won't know that story. So
Lot of game, lot of
and I
game.
want you all to Google, get some information around that, because we just trying to add some additional things to the podcast to make sure that you know that not only are we a fun group, but we also educated as well. So we want y'all to see that also. So anything before we leave the people?
I think you wanted to tell the people something about 16.
Oh, yeah.
Please, don't forget
do
that.
yourself a favor also. 1619, 400 years, this whole Juneteenth stuff that we've been talking about, all of that. do yourself a favor. Google the 1619 Project. It's going to take you about 4 hours to get through. But when you get through it, you're going to know a lot of stuff. Like, we don't need to lionize Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln wanted to send all the blacks to Central America. Like, I don't know if y'all know that. Like, when they was pressing him to free the slaves, he made a bill. His bill was, hey, his exact words were, if I could save the Union without freeing the slaves, I would. But he had to free the slaves. He brought all the black leaders into the Capitol and said, all right, we're going to free you. It's going to be 4 million of y'all that have power. I don't know what to do. So I'm going to send y'all to Central America. We all would have been Sammy Sosa.
Look,
We all would have been.
that's
I mean,
it.
like, I'm just being honest, bro.
I work with autistic children. So one of them is kind of older. So I had like a social studies book, and in the back of the book is all the presidents. And so we was going through the presidents, and like I'm pointing at them, and I was just like trash, 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 trash. And I got to Abraham Lincoln, and I was like, he's still trash, but semi-trash. And then we got to like Bush, and like dumpster trash. So he's been saying, like dead ass serious, he's been going around saying,
The worst.
he's been going around saying dumpster trash, trash, officer trash. I was like, yo, I didn't say officer trash.
did.
I didn't say officer. But and then because every time he sees me, he be like, later, Gator. And then he'll say never, and I say never, and he'll say never be a hater, and then he'll just walk off.
But 1619 Project, I encourage you. It'll let you know how, like, a lot of this nonsense that, you know, it gives you some facts behind when we talk about we built this country for free. Yeah. We were the reason why you were able to escape the revolution, you know, the Revolutionary War. It was slave labor, money that the economy that slaves made, put together. It will give you a lot of information that can arm you in some of these conversations that now that you are slowly going back to work and people are being real nice to you, you will be able to have some information where you can be like, nah, this is what it really is. Yeah. Because at the same time, while in Texas, they changing the books to say that slaves were immigrants or volunteer workers. At the same time, while all that's happening, we need some real information. 1619. I encourage all you to check that out.
Let's turn up on Juneteenth too, man. Let's have a good time, black people.
And Trump gonna be in Tulsa turning it up on Juneteenth.
He changed it.
Oh, he did. I missed that.
He changed it to the day after.
It's still the same difference then. What?
Nah, that's
wild.
Hold on, let me. Before we go, let me read this tweet.
Nah.
Let me read this shit.
And what we talking about is Trump, which y'all know how we politically lean here, so we don't even have to get into it. But he was gonna have his first rally post-corona in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Juneteenth, the site of the worst massacre in the 20th or the 19th century for black people with the Tulsa race riot and or the Black Wall Street burn down. So Trump is on some wild stuff, man.
Super
and if he only moved it one day, that's even more disrespectful to me. Yeah. You should have just left Tulsa.
So look, he said, we have already he started off. We had previously scheduled for our MAGA rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That MAGA shit makes me so mad.
For June 19th, a big deal. Unfortunately, however, this would fall on the Juneteenth holiday. Many of my African-American friends and supporters have reached out to suggest that we consider changing the date out of respect for this holiday and in observance of this important occasion and all that it represents. I have therefore decided to move our rally to Saturday, June 20th, in order to honor their request. We have already had ticket requests in excess of 200,000 people. I look forward to seeing everyone in Oklahoma. Mind you, the place only takes 19,000.
Yeah, he's lying.
And then why the fuck are these people being allowed to go into this
with no mask? And he made them sign a waiver that said if you get COVID, you can't sue Donald Trump, the campaign, or the Republican National Convention.
Yo, that's a sick man.
Dog, I don't know how.
But that's been episode 97.
Yes,
again, hang tight. On the back end of this, you're gonna get a chance to hear the interview that Phil and I did with Muffy, and we plan to do more stuff like this.
Yeah.
Again, we're able to do this because you all like the pod, you all share the pod, you all put it in your stories, you supporting us with Simple Pour, with Velvet Noir, and guess what? Y'all see this hat? Merch on the way starting next week.
Oh yeah.
So we locked in. And we appreciate what y'all doing. And that's been episode 97.
Yes, sir.
We out.
Crack in the kitchen, Lil Raw's on the mission. Break the bars out, screens in my expedition. Screens in my neck, yo, my trunk crack. Break the bars off, it's like this and like that.